Okay, this will be an interesting one. I've got to be careful, it's very fragile and can break off a little bit, so let's see if we can make this one look good. So it's something I found. I don't know how big we're going to make it. I don't know how big it actually is, so we're just going to leave that. And we're going to make it interesting, into something interesting, hopefully. So I'm wondering if we're going to make it negative positive for this one. Didn't beep. That's odd. Sometimes this happens. It used to happen with my C353. It happened more often with that one, but sometimes it happens with this. So strange things do happen to me with photocopiers sometimes. So yeah, so we're going to make this, use the brightness. Okay, the hue. What are we going to do with the hue? Going to make it heaps warm, not quite hot. So let's see if we got here in saturation. This is going to be an interesting one, maybe a challenge. Let's see what we've got, and we just got to be a little bit gentle with it. What do we have? We have here on the windowsill a piece of clay, which I think is unfired. It's been painted. Ew, I hate painted clay, but this will make an interesting demo for me. So I'm just going to gently place it on the glass like so. We're just going to line it up. So maybe it could sit in the A5 area. We're just going to cut the top off these pipe cleaners, maybe. So I'm wondering if we're just going to slide it across. It's probably going to leave a little bit of powdery as residue behind, which is a real pain in the ass. So I'm wondering how big we're going to make it. So we're just going to try and, we're going to just, it doesn't matter, we're going to cut the top off. It should be okay. So let's see, we're going to just gently put the dock feeder on it. Gently. Okay. And we're just going to hit the start key and see what we can make out of this piece of discarded clay and pipe cleaner and paint. So this was obviously done at a school, and it was found at a bus stop, and it was all broken. There was all broken bits, so obviously the person who owned it broke it and just left it behind. So I decided to pick it up and give it something interesting appeal, and it does. It looks quite interesting. It looks quite, I'm wondering if maybe we could cool down the hue a bit. I think the hue's a bit hot. I'm disappointed there's not that much red, but hey, you know. So I'm wondering if we're going to just try again.Maybe we're going to set the hue up. Maybe the hue could be a little bit cooler. I don't know. So let's see how we go with the hue. See if our intuition takes us elsewhere. So we're gonna go for a cooler. We're going to go for a much cooler hue instead of a hot or warm hue. And we've got red there. We've got all the magenta. We've got magenta and yellow up with all the other colours except black. And I think it's probably as close to red as we can make this. So let's see if we can improve on it by tweaking the hue. So there goes the squeaky scanner again, making that terrible noise. Now let's see if we can make this one come up better with a bit of a gear change with the hue. So let's see how the hue looks. It looks a bit better. There's more red in it now. I can see it's a bit more balanced, whereas this looks a bit too cold and a bit too blended in, the colours. But this looks nice and warm. Ironic because it's the cool end of the hue scale. I don't know why they call it hot and cold. But anyway, I think I like that one, and we can wind up this demo and call it quits.